Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing this morning? Let me find my live chat. Hey, Sapphire. Hey, Cindy, Samara, Sunnyside. How are y'all doing? Gosh, guys, I'm having a hard time getting going. Like, I cannot get used to the time changing again. I didn't get up till 8 freaking o'clock this morning. Like, I usually get up like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. Anyways, it's raining like hell here. It's been raining all night. I didn't sleep good. That might have been why I slept late this morning because Skylar is scared when it rains hard. It wasn't thundering or lightning, just raining hard. So she was up and down all night. She'll want to get behind my head. Then she'll want to get down at my legs. All this and that. We're going to be talking about some dogs this morning, some crazy dog cases this morning. And, the search for little James Hamilton. Yesterday I put up a video. They said the sonar alerted and the cadaver dog alerted that they had found a possible body in the water. They did not find a body. They have still not found little James Hutchinson or little Nilo Lattimore. Now, if I'm not mistaken, they think little Nilo, who disappeared in December, may have been thrown into that river alive. Did I say good morning to Mike? I can't remember. Hey, Cement Shoes. Mike, good morning. I forget who I say good morning to because I get to rambling on. But anyways, let me pull up my stuff here. What? Where am I at? Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I wish they would find this little boy's body. Both little boys, actually. Little Nilo, his mother was killed. And the same man that killed his mother, authorities say, tossed little Nilo into the river alive. They think he was alive. Isn't that awful? Only like what, about 3 years old or something? I can't remember exactly the age. Okay, might as well screen share this. I'm not playing any videos on my stream this morning because I've been noticing when I go back and listen to my streams, after I play a video, my audio's messed up. So we'll just read this morning. Hopes were crushed as search crews scoured parts of the Ohio River for the body of 6-year-old James Hutchinson and found nothing. Butler County officials thought a body had been located based on sonar and cadaver dogs. The community still hopes they can bring the Hutchinson family some closure. Search crews from Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana had high hopes they might have found something promising. You know what? That is a big-ass river. Maybe they did pick up the scent of a body somehow, because I'd say there's quite a few bodies in that river. I mean, that's up in the city. Okay. Hopefully they'll find him soon, Sandra Crosby said. Crosby didn't know the 6-year-old or his family, but she drove by the Tanners Creek boat ramp in Lawrenceburg, hopeful as dive teams went into the Ohio River. Yeah, I personally couldn't. I wouldn't want to be on scene because I probably would. I don't know, freak out if I saw a child's body or something being pulled from the river or laying there or something. I would freak out. Okay, it says they had a lot of people hunting here in Indiana for them on horseback and dogs, and just volunteers, people that are walking the banks, and hopefully, eventually they'll find them, Crosby said. I don't know what cold water would do to a body, but most of the time if someone drowned, like little Nilo, if he was tossed in alive, so he probably drowned, his body would have sunk. And then after a while, after the body bloats, it will float to the surface. Now, I don't know what happens to a body if someone's already dead and they're tossed into the river. I would think that it would still sink. And then, as decomposition and things happen, the body bloats, bloats it back up to the top, pulls it back up to the top. I hate talking about this. I really do. Crews have been determined despite a dangerously high and fast Ohio River. Well, prayers for those search crews. Oh, and prayers for everybody that was hit by tornadoes last night. I about forgot about that. Investigators believe James was killed in Preble County, Ohio, and thrown into the river in Lawrenceburg. His mother and her boyfriend have been arrested. Now, she says that she tried to abandon her kids at Rush Run Park. Little James held onto the door handle. She drug him with the car, possibly ran over him. Those other kids are probably traumatized from witnessing that, if that really did happen. I got no sympathy for that mother trying to abandon her kids because of a man. What kind of piece of shit does that? What kind of monster does that? You could not love your kids and try to abandon them at a park. Imagine how those other kids felt seeing James being drugged by that car, knowing they're old enough to know he was dead. She loads them back into the car with James's body, takes them all back home, puts James up in a bedroom by himself, his dead body. Wait till the other kids go to sleep. Then her and her ugly-ass boyfriend, James Hamilton, drove to Lawrenceburg and dumped little James Hutchinson's body into the river. What kind of person could do that? Whether you're a mother or not. You got to be pure evil. And anyone that would help get rid of a kid's body, they're a piece of crap too. They're an evil monster as well. Let's go back down and see if they're going to keep searching. Okay, so they plan to return to search the waters as soon as it's safe to do so. The waters are really high. It says the sheriff's office said search teams will keep watching the weather and river conditions for the next few days. Well, it's raining here, so it's probably raining up there too. It's not too far off for me. I mean, a few hours away, probably about 3 or 4 hours from me. My brother-in-law and sister-in-law live up there. Actually, they're in. I got to get busy today. Hey, Vicky, good morning. It's a crying shame. How did they come to know about this case? I mean, how did the cops find out they killed him? Okay, here's what happened. Gosh, let me see if I can get my dates right. I believe it was on a Sunday, February 7th or 8th. His mom, Brittany Gosney, goes to the police station to report little James Hutchinson missing. Police became suspicious because what they did is they separated Brittany Gosney from her boyfriend, James Hamilton. And they told conflicting stories. The only story that was consistent was that they dumped him into the river. But here's what happened. They got them separate, and Brittany Gosney admitted that she drugged James with the car after she tried to abandon him and his siblings, possibly ran him over, and then took his body home, and then they took and dumped him into the river. So basically, they knew when she reported him missing that it was a bullshit story, because her story was different from her boyfriend's once they got them separate, right? The only thing that was consistent with their two stories is that they dumped him into the Ohio River. So the sheriff's department says they do believe that he was dumped into the river from the bridge. Sorry, guys, I'm bad at explaining things. Hey, Red Rum. Red Rum, I thank you so much for getting the word to me about them possibly finding a body yesterday. I hate you're locked out of Discord and can't remember your password. That sucks. Start a new account. Just start a new account. Anyways, when I got up this morning, I was disappointed to learn that they didn't find Nilo or James Hutchinson's body. Well, the river's moving fast, so it could have washed their bodies away. Could have washed them away, and they could still be underwater, hung up on vegetation or anything. Okay, thank you. It's a crying shame. Sometimes I think I do a worse job at explaining than I really do. I lack confidence in myself. I got to quit doing that, guys. Because sometimes I'll get on here and I'll say, I think, and I know it's true. I don't know why I doubt myself for when I know something. And I don't know. It's just habit. Anyways, prayers for James Hutchinson's family and Nilo Lattimore's family. Just think about the tragedy that they have. Not only is Nilo presumed dead and tossed into the river, his mother was found, I believe she was stabbed to death. I don't know the whole story about his case. I've been meaning to look more into it. I just know a man killed his mother and possibly threw little Nilo into the river alive. That's what I know about it. It's painful to talk about things from the start. I'm sure their stories would often been the same. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure if I got mixed up. I got y'all's comments mixed up. Sorry, Mike. I'm sure if the Ramseys were interviewed from the start, I'm sure their stories would have been the same. Wouldn't have been the same. Probably not. And then Cement Shoes' comment is, it's painful to talk about certain things. That's why you second guess yourself. I do the same thing on ugly topics. I was looking at both y'all's comments and I don't got my glasses on. They kind of run together. Sorry, guys. I'm all bumfuzzled this morning. I've been manic for days. I'm calming down though. Okay, so let's move on. We'll keep following that case and see what happens with it. Hopefully, I think James Hamilton should have been charged with murder too. That's just my opinion. I think he was there when it happened. Maybe he wasn't because police did interview the kids. So maybe they told the police he really wasn't there. But, you know, he's just as guilty in my mind because he knew what she did and helped get rid of the body. He should be charged with more than just abuse of a corpse, tampering with evidence. That's for sure. I'm trying to find my dog stories here. So there was a toddler killed in New Jersey Tuesday by neighbors' pit bulls. Damn pit bull story. It's because these owners are bad owners. It's not the pit bulls. I'm beginning to believe that. It's not the pit bull breed. It is the people. Well, I've known that for a while, actually. So these dogs jumped a fence. A mom and her little 3-year-old son were in the yard playing. These dogs jumped the fence, come and attacked the toddler, killed the toddler, seriously injured the mother. She's in the hospital. The toddler died. But these dogs roamed the neighborhood, harassing people. Off leash, had bit several different people. This is so sad. Toddler killed by neighbor's dogs. Mother seriously hurt. Let's read it and see what happened here. A 3-year-old was attacked and killed Tuesday by his neighbor's dogs and his mother seriously injured. Authorities in Carteret, New Jersey, have not released the names of the victims, but said the incident took place Tuesday afternoon when the dogs apparently jumped their fence and ran into the victim's backyard. Jesus. The toddler was flown to the hospital where he died. The mother was taken by ambulance. CBS 7 reported. She remains hospitalized. Carteret Mayor Daniel Remain said the 2 dogs, described as pit bulls, were not registered as required by law. They were both euthanized after the attack. As a small community, our Carteret family mourns the heart-wrenching loss of our young neighbor, he said. We pray for this young mother and family in this time of unimaginable grief. Neighbors said the dogs have been a nuisance for some time. Those pit bulls bit people all in this area, one neighbor said. I'm aware of certain houses, so I try to walk a different path when I know that they're on the block. Other neighbors said the dogs were frequently roaming the streets freely. One said she called authorities several times about them. This is so sad. Prayers for that family. Too bad we don't know their names, but that's okay. I understand why they didn't release their names. Hey, if you see dogs like this out roaming around and they're aggressive dogs, you keep calling the damn dog warden. If the dog warden, animal control, won't do anything, you go over their freaking head. You post on Facebook, you do what you got to do to get the dogs off the street. Now, should the owner be charged For not having the dogs registered, of course, yes, for that. But for letting them roam around freely like that, unattended, off leash, and now they have killed a kid and possibly killed the mother. She may not survive. Yes, they should be charged. Do y'all remember that story in California where this woman came home from the grocery store? Um, and she lived in an apartment building, and her neighbors had two pit bulls that was always out in the highway, and she was scared of them because they was aggressive. Anyways, they ended up mauling that woman to death. They ripped her apart. I believe the couple were actually lawyers themselves, and they knew that these pit bulls were dangerous. I can't remember what happened that case. It went to trial. I can't remember if they were convicted or not, but they were basically, I can't remember what they were charged with. Basically murder or something like that. Manslaughter. Yes, I think the owner should be charged. I mean, that's irresponsible to let your dogs roam free. You know, even with my beagles, if I lived where I could let my dogs just roam all the time, I would not let them do it. For one, they would get down in the woods and get lost and things like that, and possibly fall off a cliff and or anything. And I wouldn't want them bothering anybody, of course. You just can't let your dogs roam free all the time. I just don't believe in that. Let me look at the chat just a second, see what y'all are saying about this. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think the owner should be charged for manslaughter? Hey, if that was my child, I would want. Now let's put ourselves in these parents' shoes. If that was your child, what would you want done? The dogs have been put down, but it's still the owner's fault. They was irresponsible, and they let those dogs roam that neighborhood and harass that neighborhood and bite people. Hey, Lucy and Bill. Yes, owner should be charged. Yes, for sure. Hey, Amelia. If I don't see y'all when y'all come in, it's because I've not had my chat up. I've had something else pulled up. So don't never think I'm ignoring anyone. Let me see what Red Rum's saying. By the way, I was the only one that was hurt. Oh, yeah, Red Rum was, her dogs got into a fight, and she was seriously injured. But I can't remember the whole story. I don't think the dog was trying to attack her. It's because she's trying to break them up. Hey, she got hurt bad. Hey, she didn't get rid of her dog. But the SPCA and health department were up my ass for a good 3 or 4 weeks. Let me tell you what happened to my mom and my brother's pit bull. It don't even look like I'm moving here. Hold on a minute. Can y'all hear me still? Okay, yeah. It must be my YouTube. I must have paused it here. Okay, so my brother used to have a pit bull named Jasmine. Jasmine was sweet as she can be. She passed away. But she was sweet as she could be. She used to follow. Y'all know how my driveway is, how I got like a big, long, graveled road. You know, you walk out to and there's a stop sign. My mom's driveway was like that. And she would always go and wait on my son to get off the school bus. So he didn't have to, she's afraid somebody might come by and grab him. So he didn't have to walk up through there by himself. Anyways, Jasmine followed her one day. And they was sitting down there at the school bus. And the neighbor's dogs come over there and jumped on Jasmine. Okay, this is in the middle of the highway. Jasmine tore their ass up. She kicked their ass all over that freaking road. 2 dogs she took on. Anyways, their owners come over there and got in the middle of that dog fight. And my mom telling her not to. Jasmine had a studded collar on. That woman got scratched. And do you know she took my mom to court and sued her? And my mom had to pay for a hospital bill on a little bitty scratch? Yes. And she got in the middle of a dog fight. And my mom, Jasmine, went to doggy jail. It was horrible. She went to doggy jail for about 2 weeks. And my mom had to get insurance on her. Yeah. And it wasn't Jasmine's fault. They started the fight and she finished it. She whooped their asses everywhere. She wasn't trying to kill them, though. She was just fighting. She didn't have them by the throat, my mom said, or anything. Yeah, it's crazy. Hey, pit bulls, they got those jaws. When their jaws lock onto something, oh, it's like a crocodile or an alligator locked onto something. They can kill something pretty quick, but a lot of these pit bulls are mean because of their owners, y'all. They teach them to be mean, or if you don't pay dogs no attention and don't discipline them and let them run wild and just do whatever, they can become aggressive when they just run wild. Amelia yikes. Yeah, so the woman got in the middle of a dog fight and got scratched by Jasmine's collar and sued my mom. My mom had to pay $1,100. It wasn't even my mom's dog, it was my brother's dog, but my mom loved her and took care of her. I blame the owners for how dogs act too. Yes, I'm thankful. I've got some good dogs. However, Smokey has bit people before. He has bit people and brought the blood from them. He was very aggressive when I first met Mark. Very aggressive. And Mark told me that he was 4 weeks old when he was took from his mommy. And I said, that right there is what's wrong with that dog. But after Smokey got a regular mommy and I taught him the right ways, he turned into a sweetheart. But I still have to watch him around people. God's wonder that guy didn't sue me and Mark. He bit... Smokey used to have this thing to where he would come up and jump on somebody's pants like he wanted them to pet him. And as soon as they did, he'd bite them on the hand. He bit the blood out of this guy named Sean one time. Thank God he didn't sue us. Now I have to keep a close eye on Smokey. Hey, Smokey's just protective. He's right by my side right now. I've been emotional over him this morning, y'all. I cried my eyes out this morning over my dog. I have this overwhelming feeling. Oh my God, I'm going to cry. There's something wrong with my dog besides him just having seizures from old age and going blind from old age. There's something else wrong with him. I feel it with everything in me. It's an overwhelming feeling. Okay, now we're going to talk about a weirdo vet because we're on the topic of dogs. Yeah, I know we got to advocate for our canines and felines. Okay, this dog actually looks like Smokey. Now, I don't know if this dog was molested by this weirdo vet in Florida. Look, this is a prominent vet. He was the director, oh gosh, where's my notes? Director at Caring Hands in Aventura. Okay, he's been caught with child porn. Dropbox is like a thing where you can download files and pictures, music, all that to it. Anyways, he downloaded child porn and they reported him to the FBI. Also, videos of him sexually abusing a dog were found on some of his devices as well, and in the Dropbox, all that. Dropbox is basically like what is it? It's like kind of like, you know how Google Drive is? It's kind of like that. Okay, prominent veterinarian filmed himself sexually abusing dogs. Okay, and it is, I guess in Florida, maybe everywhere, it's a federal crime to abuse and torture animals. Oh my gosh, that looks just like Smokey, except Smokey has more gray hair. I don't keep his eyebrows that long because he can't see as it is. Okay. A Florida veterinarian who was arrested on Tuesday for possessing child porn also sexually abused dogs, according to federal authorities. WFOR reported that Prentice Madden, age 40, medical director of Caring Hands Animal Hospital in Aventura, is accused of acquiring and distributing child pornography between May 2018, February, and 24th of this year. He is also charged with animal abuse under a 2019 federal law, which makes animal torture and cruelty a federal offense. Oh yeah, so that means all the states then. Okay. Authorities began an investigation after representatives from Dropbox, a file-sharing site, submitted a cyber tip indicating someone had received more than 1,600 files of suspected child pornography. The Miami Herald reported that the files were traced to Madden's residence, prompting U.S. Homeland Security to raid the veterinarian's home on February 24th. Now look at him. You wouldn't think he'd be a guy that liked child porn and liked bestiality. After taking phones and computers, investigators uncovered private social media chats in which Madden allegedly discussed sexually abusing animals. In one of the discussions, he reportedly talked about having a sexual relationship with a 15-year-old boy. Madden allegedly also shared explicit images depicting bestiality in the chats and graphically admitted to having sex with dogs. Data contained in the illicit images confirmed they were taken at his home, according to the Miami Herald. So they know it's him in the videos, pictures, whatever he done. They know it's him. The pictures were taken in his home and videos of him raping dogs. You sick son of a bitch. They're to take you out and beat the shit out of you. Homeland Security stated in their complaint that an explicit video from 2018 was filmed at Caring Hands Animal Hospital, suggesting some of the abused dogs were entrusted in Madden's care. Hey, if anybody's listening and you took your dog to Dr. Madden at Caring Hands Animal Hospital and he was alone with this dog, there's a good possibility he sexually abused your dog. Or cat, whatever. Another explicit video was traced as having been taken at the I read that. Animal Hospital's officials told WFOR that Prentice was fired 2 weeks ago when the allegations surfaced. They also pledged to cooperate with authorities' ongoing investigation. Prentice is due back in court on Friday. So Prentice is his first name. Madden is his last name. Oh, that dog's so cute. He's probably raping it. The poor dogs. Now think about what those dogs feel like that he sexually abused. And the kids he sexually abused, because he was said that he was having a sexual relationship with the 15-year-old boy. I'm going to tell you what. People like that should not be allowed to live out around us good folks. Now this right here proves that you don't really know anyone. He is a prominent vet. He helped, he would go to the rescue centers, because I've been watching videos on him, I know this. He's been going to, like, dog rescues and helping them with their dogs and all this and that. And everything. Everybody trusted him. Nobody would have ever thought he would have done something like that. Raped a dog and kids, child porn. Hey, if anyone used him as a vet down in Florida, and he was alone with your animal, there's a good possibility he sexually abused it. God almighty. Who in their right mind could do something like that? There was a girl named Whitney, Wisconsin, here on YouTube. She used to put up videos talking about having sex with her dog. The video, one of her videos, I believe it went viral. She would put up videos on how to have sex with your dog. How to get your dog to do this. She is one sick bitch. She is sick. Look up Whitney, Wisconsin. Then come back to me and tell me what you think. Whitney, Wisconsin. That's her name. I read an article about her. That's how I found out about that freaking weirdo bitch. I don't mind to call her a bitch. She should never, that lady shouldn't, she's not a lady. That piece of shit should never be allowed to own a dog again. Hopefully she's in prison now. Hey, she's not. She is not in prison. She's not. Let's see if we can find her channel. Hold on just a minute. I don't know if she's still on YouTube. I haven't looked her up in a couple years. I have talked about her on my channel before. Yep, here the sick bitch is. Let's screen share. I have listened to her with her own words talk about this. And then she gets mad. What happened to Whitney, Wisconsin? Look at her. Look at the name of this video, Spit or Swallow. She must need attention. Hey, you're never going to get a husband or a wife, lady, acting like that. Talking disgusting. Let's see. Here is another video. Y'all just look her up. I'm just going to scroll these. Whitney, Wisconsin, the woman who sleeps with dogs. They should have has sex with dogs. Whitney, Wisconsin, remorse and regret video after being arrested. Full dog video in description. Yeah, she admitted. Oh, I didn't know she was a dog killer, but I watched her with her own mouth in a video talk about having sex with dogs, doing tutorials, like telling people how to get your dog to do this and that with. I mean, she is one sick individual. Can you believe that YouTube allows her to have a platform, yet they demonetize every freaking video I put up? It runs limited. It ain't completely demonetized. They run limited ads. Even if I go walk my dogs. Even if we just have a game night and playing trivia, goofing off. We don't cuss or anything. Still, limited ads. Decorating my Christmas tree. Limited ads. But they'll let that bitch on there talking, giving tutorials about bestiality. It's sick. It's sick. Y'all can research her a little bit if you want. I'm not going to play none of her sick videos. Anyways. Just think about I just keep thinking about these dogs that this man molested because they can't tell anybody. And now they probably fear other humans are going to do them that way. It's untelling, guys, how many dogs he has raped. We had a guy here that was in trouble for raping a dog. And then there was another one. Well, actually, it happened in Abington, Virginia. About an hour and a half for me. And another guy raping a sheep. Yeah. There was a guy that had a mental disability that actually lives in my hometown. I forgot about this. He tried to do something to a dog. And that dog attacked him and about freaking killed him. And they said he was trying to hold it down and do something to it. I don't know. This is the type, this guy, bless his heart, you would be driving down the road out of the holler, and there would be Walter beside the road with his pants down, using the restroom. Not peeing either, the number 2, right beside the road. Now, if I'd have been his family, I wouldn't have let him walked up and down the road doing that. Now, that's just me. I know he had something wrong with him, and I always felt sorry for him. But Jesus Christ. Here are little kids having to drive by and see him taking a crap beside the road? True story. True story. Yes, his name was Walter. Now, I don't know if that's true about the dog, but that's what my mom told me. Happened a couple years ago. She said, I reckon he was trying to hold it down, they said, and do something to it, and it tore him up. He wasn't right in the head, y'all. Like, you could tell by looking at him that he had something wrong with him. Of course he did. He poops beside the road, but if I'd have been his family, I wouldn't let him done that, would y'all? No. I had a reputation in my neighborhood when I was growing up, not as a bully, but if I caught a kid abusing an animal, I kind of beat the living holy crap out of them. It was a deterrent for the sickos. Yes, I used to do my cousin like that. I used to kick his ass over a dog. Yeah. He used to hit on this dog and stuff, and I didn't like it. I used to beat my cousins up all the time. They were boys. Okay, let's see what else is going on in the true crime news here. Did y'all see where that man went into those massage parlors and shot out those Asian workers? He screamed out, "I'm here to kill all the Asians." He went to several different massage parlors. I started to put this in my topics and stuff. Sometimes these mass shootings, I don't like to talk about them for some reason. I don't know why. This guy looks like he's trying to be Amish or something with his beard. Let's look at him. Get some of these stinking ads down. Here he is. Hey, if you're not Amish, don't wear your beard like that, okay? It's not a good look. Unless you're Amish, you're going to wear Amish clothes. That's just me. I hate that. People trying to wear the Amish beard and they're not Amish. Okay. Going to kill all the Asians, suspected gunman screamed during rampage that left 8 people dead. I read he went and shot these massage parlors up because he liked going to them. He was a temptation. He was trying to get rid of his temptation. Okay, so the man accused of murdering 8 people at 3 Georgia massage parlors allegedly announced his intention to kill Asians during Tuesday's fatal shooting spree. He's blaming Asians for the coronavirus. He's so dumb. What a monster. According to a report in the Korean news outlet, let me see if I can say this, Chosun, something other, translated by Jezebel, a witness at one of the spas says the killer targeted, said they heard, what? They ain't got this wrote right, y'all. A witness at one of the spas the killer targeted said they heard suspected gunman Robert Long, age 21, scream, "I'm going to kill all the Asians," before shooting multiple people. 6 of the 8 victims were women of Asian descent. The latest reports appear to contradict Cherokee County's police claims that the mass shootings did not appear to be racially motivated. An announcement made at a news conference Wednesday based on the suspect's claims about his motivation. Long reportedly told police his actions were motivated by his sex addiction, and he may have previously patronized some of the massage parlors he targeted. According to police, he saw the parlors as temptations he needed to eliminate. Y'all, I'm a little bit green, as my granny would say, and I don't know what goes on in massage parlors. Do they just give massages, or is it like a prostitution place, or do you get sex there? Like, I don't understand. He said it's a temptation. I don't know anything about massage parlors. I figured they dressed in sexy outfits or something and massage people. Okay, the first shooting on Tuesday occurred at Young's Asian Massage Parlor in Acquit. 2 people died at the scene, while 2 more were pronounced dead at the hospital. Less than an hour after the initial shooting, 4 more people were killed in 2 shootings at Aromatherapy Spa and Gold Spa, which are both massage parlors located in Atlanta on Piedmont Road. Officials ultimately apprehended Long in Crisp County, roughly 200 miles from the location of the first shooting in Cherokee County. Long is charged with 4 counts of murder, 1 count of assault. I seen something else, though. Let me see. Okay, here, this article goes with it. So one of the cops, there's some kind of article about one of the cops liking the shooter's t-shirt. Can y'all see this? Let me go to my StreamYards. Okay, yeah, y'all can. Okay, Georgia cop who said suspected spa killer had bad day loved his t-shirt, blaming China for coronavirus pandemic. You know what is so stupid? People blaming people of Asian descent living in America for the coronavirus. Them damn people wasn't at no damn, what was that place where they was experimenting with those bats? Y'all know what I mean. I mean, they're not the cause of it. They're not the damn scientists that let this crap loose. I heard they was some kind of place that tested on bats and stuff. And one of those bats spread the coronavirus. Now, I don't know if that's true, but that's what I heard. But anyways, how's somebody in America and not involved with the government there responsible for the coronavirus? People are so freaking ignorant. They have no freaking common sense whatsoever. Okay, it says COVID-19 Imported virus from China. Well, they got China spelt wrong. Why? Okay, so a Cherokee County sheriff's captain who said the suspected Georgia spa killer had a bad day had a bit of one himself on Wednesday after reporters found his Facebook post blaming China for the coronavirus pandemic. Well, he obviously don't have any common sense. Captain Jay Baker deleted the April 2nd, 2020 post after BuzzFeed News contacted him about it, but a screenshot shows t-shirts made in the style of a Corona beer logo that say instead COVID-19 imported virus from China. Love my shirt, Baker wrote. Get yours while they last. Baker also posted that the shirts were available a few days earlier. Earlier Wednesday, Baker spoke at a news conference in Atlanta telling reporters that Robert Aaron Long, the captured suspect in the shootings that left 8 people dead, 6 of them Asian women in 3 locations, took responsibility for the shootings and said they weren't racially motivated. I do not believe that for 1 second. I believed they were racially motivated, and maybe he did have a sex addiction. I don't know. He's a complete weirdo. He apparently has an issue what he can consider sex addiction and sees these locations as something that allows him to go to these places, and it's a temptation for him that he wanted to eliminate, Baker said. Hey, buddy, why don't you just move out of the area where they don't have massage parlors? We don't have crap like that here. We don't have strip clubs, nothing like that. Now, he's a weirdo. He just wanted to kill people. He was pretty much fed up and kind of at the end of his rope, and yesterday was a really bad day for him, he said. And this is what he did. Jesus mercy. Baker was roasted on social media with many posters noting that Long's victims had an even worse day. Yes, and their families. A lot of these people died that he shot. I saw that there was a couple there that maybe had just got married, and they were there for like a couple's massage at one of the places. But these massage parlors, I'm going to have to look at the chat, y'all. Y'all going to have to tell me what in the hell goes on at these massage parlors. Is it a play? Is it really not like legit massages? Is it like people like paying for sex and stuff? Is that what's going on? I'm green, y'all. I don't know. I always love sex, okay? I'm like, what? What in the hell? Well, what in the hell was that couple doing there then? What was they doing there? Maybe they was there for a regular massage. Jesus mercy. Prayers for all those families. I'm going to get serious. I didn't mean to laugh, because that's bad. All those people were shot and lost their lives. I think people's dumb as hell. They ain't got no common sense. They want to blame somebody because of their skin color for something. Hey, Asians don't have nothing to do with what those scientists did in China and the government there. You know? Jesus mercy. I've never, but would hate to go in there with luminol. Oh my God, cement shoes, I'm going to get sick. I'm going to get sick. He most likely was turned down by one of those girls he was obsessed with. Melanie, he probably was. Hey, maybe he is a racist and he hated himself because he was attracted to Asian women or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to think maybe what his mind might have been thinking or something. I don't know. I don't know how anybody could be racist. We're all humans. We all bleed. We all got the same things inside. We look different on the outside. The world would be boring if we was all the same and looked the same, guys. For real. They closed down 6 massage parlors in last place I lived. All parlors owned by Asians. Yeah, every massage parlor I've read about has been like owned by Asian Americans. They do a lot of nails too, and they're really, really good at it. Really good. I don't think most 21-year-olds are racist these days. That's why I think it's a sex crime. Well, you'd be surprised that some people raise their kids to be racist. Yeah. Oh, a good one here in a row. Let's see. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, yeah, I wanted to... Okay, right here's another article about it. Victim of spa shooting was there for couple session with new husband. Uh-oh. Well, what kind of hanky-panky was that? Was they really just getting a massage? Not that it matters, but I'm just curious because it seems like these massage parlors are not on the up and up. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so they had been married for less than a year. And they were there at Young Asians Massage in Cherokee County for a couple session. Delana Ashley Gonzalez, 33, and her husband wanted a night out away from their children, a 14-year-old son and 8-month-old daughter. Delana's sister, Dana Toole, told the Daily Beast. Aw, that's sad. Now these kids are without parents. Wait, only one of them killed. One of the victims killed. Okay, hold on a minute. I want to see which one was killed. It don't say. It don't say which one of them were killed, whether it was the husband or the wife. Maybe they were just there for a regular massage. They probably do regular massages too. I watched this Lifetime movie, and it had, what's that girl, the Ghost Whisperer? It had the Ghost Whisperer lady in it. And this was based on a true story. And her husband had lost her job, so she went to this other town, to this massage parlor, and started working. And she was green like me. She didn't know what went on there. She thought she was just going to be giving massages to people. But it ended up, she was like, no, a lot more than massages, and they made like a lot of money. And then they were busted. They got busted. And her husband found out, and everybody in their town found out, and she about got a divorce and everything over it. But it was based on a true story, and I believe it happened in Texas, if I'm not mistaken. I don't get massages anymore, though. I'm just not good with being touched and then paying for it. But that's just, hey, Amelia, me too. I don't know if I want a strange woman or man massaging me. Well, man, maybe if it was some hot man. And he was standing there with all of his muscles in his little towel. I'm being a bad girl. I gotta quit. Maybe that wouldn't be too bad, but like, I just covered a case a while back. Y'all may remember it. This guy was a, what do you call him? Masseuse in Kentucky. He was, oh my God, this big fat guy. I hate to talk about people. He was a big, fat, ugly-looking guy. Anyways, he raped one of his clients. And I kept thinking, there is no way in hell I'd let that guy massage me. Because he looks like a freaking creep. Do y'all remember that case? It just happened like a couple weeks ago. Mike, I'm on a roll this morning, Mike. Oh, gosh. Anyways, I watched too many movies, y'all. Too many movies. Now let's look at the Amber Alert. And I got to get busy. I got company coming tonight. I got some clothes in my rocking chair. I am so bad to get, like, my towels. It's actually towels. Out of the dryer and not fold them immediately. I will put them in the rocking chair. And then my little Yorkie goes and lays on top of them. But she's clean now. I just bathed her. I got to fold them. Okay. So there's an Amber Alert. A little girl. A car was stolen and there was a little girl in the back seat. Her mom was delivering, or an Uber driver. Excuse me. I was going to say Uber Eats, but it says Uber Delivery. What is that? Uber delivery car. Is that where you get a ride, or is that delivering stuff? I don't know. We don't have Uber here, so I have no clue. Amber Alert. Suspect steals Uber delivery car with 1-year-old baby inside. Let me see what her name is. Her name is Royalty Grisby. I can't say that. Royalty. Ugh. Authorities in Georgia have issued an Amber Alert for a 1-year-old child who was kidnapped during a vehicle theft. According to 11 Alive, the Uber Eats driver was dropping off, okay, so it is Uber Eats, dropping off a food delivery in Stone Mountain when two suspects stole the driver's car, with 1-year-old Royalty Grisby in the back seat of the vehicle. It's unclear from the report if the suspects knew there was a child inside the maroon 2010 Nissan Armada, which has Georgia tag number RWW4748. She is adorable. She looks like royalty. She looks like a princess. Okay, so there's the vehicle. God almighty, I hope they take that child and drop her off somewhere. You know, like at a store or somewhere. I hope they don't kill her. I mean, she's little. She'll never be able to remember their faces. I just hope they drop her off somewhere and she gets found safe. So they're not sure if they knew the child was in the vehicle or not. Royalty is described as 2 feet, 8 inches tall, weighing 36 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes. She was reportedly last seen wearing purple pants and a purple shirt with white and pink socks. Just a parent out trying to make some money. They can take their child with them on the deliveries, you know, and here some weirdos come by and steal the vehicle. It's not safe to leave your kids in the vehicle, even for a split second, guys. I mean, it's just really not. Not to walk in the store to pay for gas, not to run in the grocery store for a couple minutes. My mom used to do that when we were little, but that was in the 80s. Things were different. I still don't leave my son sitting in the car by himself. I'm very overprotective. Neither does my mom. It's just not safe to do that. Of course, this mom had, or dad, it don't say. It don't say if it was a mom or dad. This mom or dad probably just got out of the car for a split second. And those weirdos jumped in. I hope they find her. So sad. You know, every month I need to start putting up a video every month of the kids' cases we talk about. Every month. Just put a video up of their pictures, maybe what happened, the latest update, put it all in one video. I'm going to try to start doing that. I'm going to put a section in my true crime, my murder book, as I call it, my big binder. I'm going to put a section where I keep a list of every child that we talk about for that month. And then do a video and, you know, memory of them and stuff. There's too many, CC. I know it. Way too many. Hopefully they leave the car somewhere baby can be found right away. Well, it's not looking good since the baby's not been found yet. I hope they don't freaking panic and kill that kid because she's a witness. She's 1 year old. She won't be able to remember anything. I hope they know that. Cheryl T, I love me a massage, but I only go to salons where the therapist is licensed. Yeah, you go to a reputable one, as they call it. Now, I said there wasn't massage parlors here, but that's not the truth. We do have one, but it's a local lady that runs it. She works there by herself. You know, it's just a place you go in and get a massage. I'm not sure what else she does there. Some kind of aromatherapy crap she does. Oh, Cheryl T, I cannot take the credit for that idea, but thank you. That was actually Never Lose Hope's idea. She gave me that idea probably a couple weeks ago. She's like, CC, every month you should put up a video with the kids' pictures of, you know, the cases you cover and, you know, maybe give a little story of what happened, latest update on it. I'm going to try to do that. Yeah, I'm game for a spirit lifter to close out on. Okay, let's, can we find something funny to close out on? Oh, yeah, I do have something good to close out on. You know, dogs is always getting a bad rap, the pit bull breed. I want to share a video with y'all where a pit bull rescued a little baby. That's what we're going to close out on. This is an old video. This happened in Houston. Let me get the ad down. Let me pause. Unplug my mic. When I have been unplugging my mic and plugging it back up, it's been messing my audio up, but we're at the end of it. Okay, this is a good story, Amelia. This is a great story. Let's turn the volume up.
Sasha came into this world just days apart and instantly connected.
She's in the bed every day, all the time, like after they take baths together and everything.
Now at 8 months old, that bond is even stronger
Play.
after the family pup became the family hero.
Good girl.
Sunday night, Sasha was in the backyard when mom Latana Chai noticed she started behaving strangely.
As soon as I open the door, she runs in, starts barking.
This is what she saw. An inferno spreading from the neighbor's home to hers. When Latana hurried back inside, she found that Sasha had already made her way into the back bedroom.
I ran into the room and I see Sasha. She has my baby, like, you know, by the diaper, just like dragging her off the bed, like trying to get her to safety.
The family credits those early warning barks and bangs with saving them.
If she wasn't barking or really like going, you know, at the door like that, I probably wouldn't have known nothing.
A puppy and best friend, proving
Aww.
she's one special dog.
She's always been a part of the family. Now she just gets steak.
In Stockton, Tom Miller, KCRA 3 News.
See, not all pit bulls are bad. I'm glad I shared that little video. I'm glad I ran across it this morning because I've covered several cases where pit bulls have killed children. So, I'm glad I got to share that video to show that they're not all bad. They're not all bad at all. My mic. It does something to my mic now when I unplug it and plug it back up. It didn't used to do that. Let me see. Let me check my audio a minute. Oh, it's still working. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get off here. It's raining like crap, so I'm going to get some things done around the house. Oh, crap. I didn't show y'all. I finished my sloth diamond painting. I'll make a community post about that. What else? Let's see. I want to tell y'all something. Oh, Saturday night, I'm going to try to do a channel member stream. We may do some diamond painting and some crime. I may start my sloth diamond painting on that stream with y'all Saturday night. That is, if Mark doesn't have any plans for us. He's been trying to get me to do a date night. We may do it Saturday night, but I doubt it. I don't know. I'll let y'all know. I am planning for Saturday night, though, to do like an hour stream, hour and a half, something. But anyways, y'all have a great day. Be safe. Prayers for everyone that was affected by the tornado. I think Alabama and a couple more states had some tornadoes last night. I hope everyone is okay and safe. So prayers for them. Oh yeah, prayers for Pam's dog Skinner again, and Smokey and Chloe. Anyways, y'all have a great day. Be safe, be kind, and peace. I'll see y'all tomorrow.